I thought I'd tell Papi don't cut my live.
He cut it?
He cut it with the whole live cut.
Oh.
And starts again.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to learn Spanish to
I have it in my
communicate,
thing here to send him in a WhatsApp.
Yeah, let him know. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. Let me tell Google I listened to his show today. Very interesting program.
I listened attentively.
Very, very interesting.
Very interesting. And I have to give Google kudos. Google, I'll send you a message.
He's been coming with some good ones, some good shows. Some shows that have you thinking, you know?
Yeah.
And he's bringing a lot of young people on, so you're hearing a lot of the opinions of the youth. And I'm glad it's Google who did the show, because had I done a show like that, they'd have said that she infiltrating the youths not to vote.
Not to vote. And I
or
really...
she gave the youths that opinion.
But the opinion exists. And I'll tell you something. Last night when I left, I spoke to 2 young people and asked them their opinion, just in general, what your feeling is about politics. And their answers baffled me. I don't want to give you too much because I realize it'll be unfair to just get those 2 young people from the East opinions. I want to move around and contact some other people and get their opinions.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
do a little survey and have something nice going on. But I want us to go back to school.
Yes, we're going back because the caller is on the line. And just
She's there?
Call back, sweetheart.
Call back, darling. Yes, let's get in.
I want to hear you. Call back. Feel free to call back. Yeah, she's there. Hi, caller, you're live.
Yes, I'm back.
Thanks for
nice,
getting in.
Excellent.
Yes, as I was saying, they are paying teachers by the day. Well, for going out to school during the period that they have to go out from the 20th of July for the standard 5 children.
Yes.
All right? They are getting that in addition to their normal salary, which has been running for the past so many months that they have been at home. Good? Now, a private school, the salary of a private school teacher is half or less than half of a public school teacher. Good? Because private school teachers' salaries are based on school fees.
Yeah, tuitions.
Remember, school fees have to do everything, pay teachers.
Buy stationery.
Everything. Everything. Good? Private schools do not get any assistance from the Ministry of Education. But yet still, they are expected to do everything that is done in the public school. Good? In my opinion, this is my humble opinion, the teachers who work in private schools work a hell of a lot harder than public school teachers. And they do not get, their salary doesn't compare anyway to public school teachers' salary. Good?
Okay.
Public schools get, you see with this COVID thing, for the reopening, they are getting toilet paper, liquid soap, hand sanitizer, disinfectant, bleach, everything that they need to make the schools ready for when school reopens. Private schools have to fend for themselves. Parents of children who attend private schools are taxpayers. The children who attend private schools are citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Most of them, there might be a few, outsiders. But 95 or more % of them are citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Why are the private schools being discriminated against by the Ministry of Education?
So
that is what I wanted Mr. Extrovert to ask Mr. Garcia this afternoon.
Well,
that's why you're disappointed?
This is why I said he disappointed me.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
No.
Oh, well, you do.
We need somebody in the media to stand up for the private schools.
Well, you could feel free to message me. My Facebook page is available for you to send a message, and I will give you my number.
Yeah, and he will definitely answer. Thank you so much. Okay, so Ansania Jr. is watching us from Jamaica. Hi. Ansania. Big up yourself, Yadi. I'm coming to Jamaica soon. All right, so
I want to go and see the comments.
Tell me exactly what are some of the comments from parents on the live, because this is not going to
people
go
asking
down
about
well.
preschool children that's supposed to enter primary school now. Now remember, it have SCA and have CXC, so promotion for those 2 groups are there.
Yes.
But promotion from ECC would be virtually, have these students don't really have much by way of getting their education to them. Now there is some things that happen in that pre-primary school area. The minister and the stakeholders in a joint select committee identified some times for children to spend online. And first year to second year have a half an hour per day or 20 minutes per day or something, but there's no real consideration for those little ones, from what I've seen, who want to now join primary school in September.
What becomes of them?
What exactly? Because they're 5 years old.
Yeah.
They're ready to go into to primary school just to start schooling.
And I think schools are closed now. The registration process on a normal year is already frustrating. You have to go to a million different schools and get formed.
But since March, they apply. Since February. For those of you who know about those elite schools, check me out on the live to see the inverted commas. Those elite schools, you know that you have to apply way in advance to get your name on that list because you're taking 30 out of 200, 30 out of 300.
Let's see who else is there. I know a lot of you still want to get in. Call you live.
All right, I am back.
Yes.
A short thing. What you were just discussing about the term. When Mr. Garcia first spoke earlier on, he said when school reopens in September, we would be working on term 3.
Yes, that was the initial concept, yes.
Right. Now he has changed his mind.
That's right. Today is a totally different conversation.
Good. So what is going to happen to the children who have not been doing
Any homeschooling, for the past 6 months?
Good.
Yeah.
How are they going to fit in a new class?
I understand you completely.
Now, and Minister Garcia said something.
Thank you, caller.
And you know, today, and I call, I understand, and trust me, if I could stand and ask 100 questions, I will, because there are 100 questions. One of the other questions coming out of things like this is, what are parents who did not have that opportunity to have internet or machines for their children to do work at home going to do? Minister Garcia came out and said that some figure of 90,000 is being bandied about.
90,000 children that did not have access to computer?
That's right. Access to computer or access to Wi-Fi.
Statistics from?
That statistic came from the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Education.
How did she get that? Did she go to every home? Did he go to every home of every child?
He had some kind of statistic that he had gotten from, and they said the first piece of information they gathered, I don't know how, said 68,000 don't have machines and 20-something thousand don't have access to Wi-Fi.
So what is going to happen to those children?
Right.
90,000.
The minister is saying they had classes on TV all the time.
They had 1 or 2 creative writing and Spanish I have seen on CNC3, but it's not a complete curriculum.
They have conversation. The conversation is that it had on TV as well. And it's not that many students with disadvantage.
I see this is going to be troublesome. Let me read some comments from parents on our live. So Ronald Pollard said, you have made a choice to go to a private school class. Your child was too good to go to public schools. As you make your bed, you lie in it. Not so, Ronald. Some children are forced to go to private school because the regular schools in their districts are filled.
Or do not facilitate them, depending if they have a special need.
So it's not as though it's only rich people, children go to private school. That's a misconception. Sometimes you live in Port of Spain, all the schools in Port of Spain full. The only school that have room is a private school. You find the money and pay. Abela says, my child and nieces are in private school and we are required to pay the school fees and got a little discount. If we wanted our children to enroll from the next term, schools sent packages home. Some private schools had Zoom classes. It's true, my kids did Zoom online.
My son and daughter were getting Zoom classes.
And the funny thing is, I had to send another computer home because it's 3 children doing 3 Zoom classes at the same time in the house with 1 computer. Understand that?
That is where the challenge has always been. Even for homes with teachers who have children, where the teachers have to deliver classes.
How are
and their children have to get to.
My son in particular, the eldest, had to do classes on his phone.
No, listen, and it's not an ideal situation, and I think that the solution is not going to be easy. I saw somebody on the live as well talk about giving a solution, and I really and truly feel for everybody in this situation, including the Minister of Education, because this cannot be an easy decision to make.
Akila Riley said the class teachers sent out WhatsApp messages to parents asking if the child had access to computers, laptops, or internet. Okay,
right, so that's
I
probably part
guess
of the
that's how
survey.
they got their statistics. So thank you for sharing that with us, Akila. Debetta Fleming says, private schools make their money. You want government to support them. My daughter is a teacher in a private school and they don't pay tax. Okay, well, I don't know about that. And Joyce Phillips said, yes, we are waiting for a call from the primary school because they have not interviewed them.
No, of course, that interview and come in and do your little test to show that you know shapes and numbers, to show that you're able to get into a class and know your placement. That has to happen. And that is an interaction.
That has to be one-on-one. Ah, boy. Caller, your life.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha. Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
It is not an easy situation for the minister and for the country as a whole.
Agreed.
Because, as one caller rightfully said, they call and they WhatsApp if you have
devices or Wi-Fi.
Devices to be able to get the information from home. In addition, they send to work almost every day. I've been doing work with the child. The issue is, there are two issues in this. The issue number one, while I am able to understand the work and in lesser extent do the work, I'm not sure that I've been able to pass on as how a teacher is able to do it to the child. So that is one issue. The second issue is for those who can't do it at all. What is the problem for the children? Are you with me?
Yeah, we're here listening to you.
So it's a very difficult situation that is going to be taking place, and a lot of us parents have to now sit down and try our best to see how best we can cope with the children and help put them. All right?
All right. Thank you so much. It's going to be an interesting run going down the road.
And I really do envy the minister. Minister, I could ask some difficult questions and, he might give me a cut eye or a buff every now and again, but we need to make sure we ventilate it. This education system has no quick fix. And there's no easy response. I'm trying to get in contact with the president of Twitter to see if we can get her in a phone call quickly.
Please do so. Caller, your life.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Hey, Gemma. How are you, love?
Hi, Miss, and good afternoon, Mr. X.
Good afternoon, Gemma.
Yes. Well, Aisha, I have a grandson, right? He's doing exam next year. But you know that he getting all the work online right now? Yes, he getting the work online.
They would send it via Zoom. Yeah, they will send him a schedule via Zoom.
Doing all the work, and he's up for exam next year. Apart from that, he takes private lessons. His mother does send him to private lessons. I really didn't ask her if I just had this lockdown and things, he has going lessons. But he's doing his work online, as far as I can say. I know what that is my grandson, one of my grands, right? All right, then.
Thank you, Gemma.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, babe.
Okay.
All right, Abela says some private schools are waiting till September to evaluate the children, then to determine what standard they're going to go in, but that is too late. I think that's unfair.
Oof.
I think that is unfair for a child to be in a standard now and then wait to see if they remember they work 6 months from now to know if they're going up or down. I, as a parent, will not stand for that.
This is difficult, and I feel, unfortunately for the globe, our children in this 2020 are going to be disadvantaged moving forward, and it's going to slow down things for them generally.
Sean Roberts says, I think we should have been computer ready in 2020. Don't say that now, because you go start a political conversation.
Computer ready?
Because persons would say, well, Kamala, let me take that again. The former Prime Minister, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, was giving out laptops, and the government scrapped the laptops, and it's going to go between back and forth on that. But I hear you, and yes, to some extent, we should have been computer ready, but, things happen. Things happen. The lines are open. We'll take your calls. 342-0081, 771-1791, 466-5391, 718-874-3860. The comments are coming in fast and furious. Carl Francis Ambrose says, just imagine you praying for your kids to rest 5 years, to stop praying school preschool. So to find the money to send them back for another year, it's not adding up. Anika Herrera is saying, I think it's unfair. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live?
Good afternoon to you, Aisha. Well,
hey, how you doing?
And good afternoon to you, Mr. How are you going too?
Good afternoon, I'm good, thank you.
All right, okay, straight to the point. What did I want to ask you, right? So all of the people that are in the public schools, when you say the public schools are full and they have to go into the private schools, what it is I want to know here, right, because I'm not too sure about that. Who for that bill, the government or that the parents' responsibility?
From preschool to primary school?
No, what I mean, the public schools, right, that the government schools and them, right? Let me say if all these places are full and people have to go directly to private, who for that bill, the government or the responsibility of the parent?
The parent pays for private, the government pays for public.
And the government pays for public, right? And this is what I wanted. So the private schools, in terms of, well, that they have to run the school and all them different things.
Right.
The books, right? What I want to know, these things are given free or the
no, you have to buy your children booklets as normal.
So I don't understand why the people calling to defend the private schools here, because at the end of the day, because the parents have to pay.
You have to pay for the child to go to school. Most schools are 3,000 to 3,500 a term. And a term is every 3 months. You have to come up with the 3,000 or 3,500 every 3 months, and you still have to buy your children uniform, school shoes, booklets.
No, this is what I know. So I don't understand how the people calling to try to make a excuse for these private school and these are not the very same. So it can like all right. Because I was saying I kind of talk a couple while ago where they were saying that people who really couldn't fit in the government school and they had to go in the private schools, and they was calling for a raise. That the private school and them now. They was calling on the government to say, well, here what is going on there. If we have to accommodate for some of all the people who only don't have room for, this is the amount of the paying, we calling for more of that. So this is where I was kind of confused in between, and I was calling and ask the question. But
and that's a secondary school situation.
Thank you so much for sharing, caller.
Yeah, that's a
all
secondary
right,
school.
so Sean Roberts say, I think we need young, vibrant ministers of education.
I do.
Cricket. Myrna Estrada says, good afternoon, Aisha and Mr. X. What a decent show. Respect, educated, clean show. Young lady, keep up the nice work. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling nice, man. The government needs to regulate private schools, says Abila. And she says, one of the problems in Trinidad's technology was not up to par for being one of the wealthiest countries in the Caribbean.
You know, and in Tobago, the secretary and the minister, the secretary of education, Kelvin Charles, who still sits in that position, I believe, he had said that, 2 years ago they started to work on it. The Ministry of Education also said that they've been working on these ICT platforms for a couple of years as well. And COVID forced them to roll it out, basically, and put it into place because training, and they had to get it now. But people weren't embracing it, and it wasn't a priority then.
Nika Moore. Hi, Nika. She says, I would like to really find out what is happening with all the children who have exams early 2021 when they missed out the 2020 academic school year.
Yeah, that's 6 months.
I guess you'll have to have extra lessons. It's a conversation that's ticklish, all how you look at it.
But this happened today. I mean,
I know for a fact, because every year we have a back to school drive. And I know some parents to really go through it trying to send children to school. So to just buy them books and watch it sit down there for 6 months, and then when it comes to the school book racket, they just upgrade these books and get revised versions every year. Sometimes it's just 2 words in the textbook they change.
But and let's
have to go through that again, and you might be unemployed because of COVID, or you might have, or somebody lost their job, or that's just that is what I am thinking about personally.
You know who I'm concerned about? Believe it or not, the teachers. When a student only got 3 months of tutelage in the year previous, and you put them and advance them into the next year of schooling, that means that all that you miss in your 6 months, they need to try to pack that in there, Because CXC syllabus will not change. The knowledge you're supposed to have at SEA to go into secondary school will not change. It means that 6 months of work that you missed out on now has to be crammed somewhere.
Somehow.
into this new September term.
Don't you wish that we had just done away with SEA when we had the chance to, and just let children go up according to how they did throughout their academic school life?
Yeah.
Didn't you wish we had done away with it?
It really would have been a lot easier to transition now.
Caller, you live?
Aisha.
Hey. Anderson Kenwin Wilson, man.
Yes. Two surnames there.
Two
sometimes people don't want to know Wilson Anderson. But nevertheless, what I'm saying, Aisha.
Yes.
And those who were fortunate were able to pass through studies and things, do their work online or wherever they do it. What about those who wasn't so fortunate?
And we're also thinking about them. We're thinking about them as well.
Aisha, just as you know how much children we send to school per year?
Every year, Anderson, you know that.
I ain't going to know politics here, but to the people who have helped me, because that's the people that helped me too. One is Darren Marcel. Darren Marcel had given to the children, give the children 20 school bags, all over equipped with stationaries and whatnot, and expensive school bags too. I can't forget Julian John. I can't forget Dr. Munilal. And my focus is on how this thing, how it's running, how the booklets running.
Well, according to what we're being told by the minister, the new school term will start as normal in September, which will require new school books.
Let me say, children in standard 5 going into Form 1.
We'll go to Form 1 when they do this and the exam in August.
The 8th of October is when those will do the Form 1.
They'll go into Form 1.
And the 8th of October.
And the 8th of October, having sat the exam in August.
And most of them are not really ready. But nevertheless, we're looking at a way forward. And a lot of children with all these grants and things, a lot of people lose their jobs, some children. And as I told you yesterday, children, the foot growing, the body growing, they get the school pants getting small for them, school shirt getting. And what will have in place? We're looking at the social aspect of this.
What did have in place for who you're asking about? For parents to buy school books and school clothes and stuff like that?
Yes.
Well, we haven't heard anything as yet. When Mr. X asked the question, it was geared towards paying teachers and staff, but not necessarily about assisting parents.
Assisting parents. It came up after when we discovered when they were going back out.
I just have it hard. And what about those who have it more hard than me? But I looking at now how to get new long pants, Richmond Street Boys, new shirt jack.
Yeah, new books, new bag.
New sneakers again. But the bag, you have to go with that bag.
You have to go with that bag, at least something.
Yeah, you have to tell to learn better. But the list go on. And I tell you personally, if I live in Beaton here, a lot of children will be able to go to school when that time comes. Because we ain't seen a councillor, much as the MP, nobody from social development.
Anderson, all I had to say, we had to start begging from now for school books.
Yeah, and I said, I spoke to Mr. John sometime, they asked Mr. John, I asked him anticipation. We have some children coming up here, we need to help. And all we hear, all can take my number, 393, I don't want no money. Is it to help children? 393-3736. But I books, bags, wherever good. I'm talking about this school coming here opening. It's going to be real hard.
It's going to be hard, yeah. I see it too.
It's going to be hard. And I want to say good afternoon to Mr. Cato and Mr. Street, the principal. And all those teachers who, there's some teachers real dedicated. Because Mr. Cato has moved like he is his real father. And I'm not his father. Mr. Walcott, same thing. And they're listening right now, They're listening. So I look around and listen. I hope for all the best. I've got people on I call my number already.
Yeah, well, that's good. Start to answer.
All right,
yeah. No, the reality of the situation is, yes, Rain, I still did the back to school drive last year. I had it at Power 102 school. We sent 200 children to school. The sponsors, the listeners at Power 102 was extremely generous because it was the first time it was done on that radio station. So we had bookstore owners literally pulling up by the radio station and offloading bag of books.
I'll bring it home.
So it's going to come back home here again this year, but I had to start a beg from now.
Yes. Listen, I think we take for granted, I'll tell you something, regardless of whether that 90,000 figure was completely accurate or not, for that figure to surface at all, it is a possibility that 68,000 children in our system do not have laptops or access to computer devices or access to internet. 28,000 additional.
They were outside of,
Right. So when you add 68 and 28, to me is get 96.
Yeah.
That's just my silly maths. I don't know
so maybe
if my mathematics were correct.
Their maths were off?
Well, the minister said it's not 90,000 as per a newspaper report. But when we went to the Joint Select Committee and we looked at it on YouTube as we were invited, those were the figures. We got to have my notebook here. That was 3 weeks ago. What I'm saying is, even if it's not 90,000 flat, it could be. How much less could it really be?
Yeah. It's real. Caller, you're live.
Aisha, good afternoon to you.
Hi, Mommy. How are you?
Good, Mr. X, my dear. Good afternoon.
Mommy,
hi, good afternoon, Moms. How are you?
Good. And this is I was calling you.
But Mommy.
Damn boy. You know that?
Mommy, you ain't bet you trouble, you know.
I'm telling you as a character. We're going up on a boat at time.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, we're having a good time on the boat. And I take a little dose. I waited me in time to see the security carry them down because you no behavior.
Mommy, everywhere he go, people just put he out, you know. Everywhere, you know.
It's I still because I lost his number now. So I was saying, hey, let me call him back one time.
Oh, Lord. Two or all together is trouble. I don't want to bounce Solly up. No way.
Aisha, oh God, your girl and my girl. This is the girl not easy, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. You know she's going to school in Shogona?
Yeah, she done by me. I tell you, the girl bright like a bulb.
It's an international school, madam. And you know she don't want no cheap things. She know everything, but she... I said, listen. Aisha, she not easy.
No, listen. Between you, Michelle, and Elton, she's spoiled bad. You know, I doubt the mother does have time with she.
Yes. Oh, Lord. Boy,
I know that story.
Her father was alive. I didn't know. But wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyhow, I just called to say good afternoon to you all and all reach him safe.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you so
Mommy.
much.
Have a blessed one.
Yeah.
So we have a break to take. What are the folks in Tobago saying about this development? Can we talk to some Tobagoans on this?
Yeah, let's open up for Tobago.
We're going to open up for Tobago in the next hour. People want to continue this conversation. We're going to open up the line for the conversation. A lot of parents now finding out. You're going to recap what the minister said. A lot of parents now tuning in, just got home and didn't know that there was a press conference and the minister said X, Y, and Z. So give them a little capsule as to what was said. And we'll continue the conversation. I'll read your comments.
Yeah.
Legacy Guy said students got breakfast upon entering school. Lunch that was scorned, except on Friday when they bring bus up shot on the menu. He said composite schools already use classrooms and computers using IBM 386 and 486DX machines networked, with teachers having the ability to monitor individual use. All right. And Paul is saying all that is good. Where you is concerned, I am not expecting you to say differently. Well, Paul battling on the chat.
But I think people have to be cognizant of what we're dealing with here. And it's really what will happen to our children. And it's not our children alone. All around the world, this conversation is happening somewhere as people try to grapple with what needs to happen.
Let me say good afternoon to Mira Budram. She said that is why they should have had teachers come out in June and did the exam in July.
In July.
Thank you for sharing, Mira. All right, guys, share the live. Let's get some more people in on the conversation. We have a minute before the break.
So just a reminder, people, SEA will be held in Trinidad and Tobago on August 20th. School children in Standard 5 will return to school on July 20th to continue for a month of preparation for the SEA exam. On September the 1st, which is a Tuesday, schools should resume in totality. Form 1 students, however, who will be graduating from the SEA exam will have to wait until their results are processed and their placements are made, which may give them an extra 6-week break before they start their Form 1 career. Tobago, I'll be interested to hear from you on how you think this will affect the little island and what are you in Tobago. If you're a teacher and you could make a comment, because I know some of you in professional capacities can't, But those of you who can weigh in, you're invited to. I will try and contact a couple of teachers who I know myself.
14 seconds. Let's take that break. We'll be right back.
They talk. You talk. Come talk with us. On the street. 919 FM. This Saturday on Iwer Stage.
Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Stargram here, and you see this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. It's all about yours truly, Ahmed Stargram, heading down to Iwer Stage. Yes, Iwer Stage for the first time ever Chutney Clash. You heard it, the first time ever Chutney Clash. Iwer Stage, that's this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. I'm going to be singing against my sister in the business, Kavita Ramkiswin, the Chutney Empress. So we're going to be live from 8 p.m. on Facebook, Street 919 FM and 101.7 Facebook page. You all keep it locked. Don't you miss it. This coming Saturday from 8 p.m. Yours truly, Instagram, Kavita Ramkiswin. See you.
Hey guys, this is Igil Kavita Ramkiswin, your Chutney Empress, and on Saturday, June 13th, I am coming to Iwer Stage on 919. We're having something called a Chutney Clash. And guess who I'm up against? It's Sagram. That's my boy, you know. But you see, Saturday is no mercy. We starting at 8, so don't be late. It's 2 Chutney Soca finalists ripping it up on one stage. The vibes real nice. Don't miss it, you know.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Sanitized? Check. COVID-free? Check. At New City Mall, check out our grand selection of high-quality clothing and accessories from men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at number 3 Charlotte Street and 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, short sets, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out, as we also have clothing and accessories in the following brands: Levi's, Clarks, Dream USA, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Truckfit, Nautica, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Huarache, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and much more. And if you want to get a new look, we have barbers, hairstylists, weave hair, and wigs on sale. New City Mall, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Opening hours are Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Enagic change your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
A bacon shark at Maracas Beach is truly an experience. Now get the same exquisite taste of the beach in the heart of town. Richard's Bacon Shark, from Maracas to the city. 7 Western Main Road, St. James. Curbside pickup and delivery is available. To order, call 488-BAKE. That's 488-2253 or 75-SHARK, 757-4275. Richard's Bacon Shark, from Maracas to the city. The taste you know and love is just a little closer.
Yo, this is a Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. Are you one of the 40 million people suffering with joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis?
Well, you are listening to the right ad. You have the ailment, we have the remedy. Call us now on 288-8301 or 346-2612.
Don't forget to tune in right here on the street 919 FM every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m.
Performance, beat all talk.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, the time I wake up every single day. I put on my jumper and boots. I do not have school clothes and shoes because I have to work in my parents' garden. I do not go to school. I only have 13 years, but my mommy and daddy say I have to work so we can eat. I have to pick lettuce, feed the goats and cows, and then help sell in the market until it gets dark. My back does hurt me from bending and toting water and animal feed, but I have to help my mommy and daddy. Today is my friend Bobby's birthday party, and I can't go because I have to work. I want to play games, eat cake and ice cream too. I wish I do not have to work so I can go to school and get time to play like all my friends do.
Children below the age of 16 should not be taken out of school or deprived of a childhood for the purpose of work. Child labor is a serious offense. Any parent or employer engaged in this activity could be fined and face imprisonment. Spot child labor. Stop child labor now. For more information, please contact the Labor Inspectorate Unit at 299-0300 option 3. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Small Enterprise Development.
Sharing your goals, helping you find your place in the world. It's the gratitude God holding your hand, leading the way, here for your needs, making sure that you succeed. Eastern's lending a hand. Eastern together, we're leading the way.
Are you looking for a home care aide for an elderly parent? Maybe you're looking for a nanny or babysitter for your children. Are you looking for a housekeeper or cleaner for your home or office? Then Helping Hands Home Care is the place for you. We provide qualified home care aid, nannies, babysitters, housekeepers, and cleaners at reasonable prices. We work so you don't have to. Just send us your budget and schedule and we'll make it happen. Are you trained in home care? Do you have experience in caring for the elderly, disabled, or children? Or maybe you want to earn extra money cleaning homes and offices? Then be part of our team. We want you. Contact us today, WhatsApp or call 4838741 to sign up. We are Helping Hands Home Care. Helping Hands Home Care. The home is where the heart is.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach higher. Be stronger. Join Olive Reyes Clark, producer of the IBG line of educational products, right here every Thursday morning at 11:15. Get the genius out of the children. Hear how you can work with the IBG phonic program and see your children learn at least 200 times faster. Remember, IBG guarantees rapid progress for champions to turn this nation around. It's right here on 91.9 FM every Thursday morning at 11:15. For more info, call 336-3896 or 725-READ.
Come talk with us. Real serious, hard talk, real talk on the street. 919 FM.
All right, we're back. Who you have for me? You got anybody?
No, I didn't get Ms. De Freitas. I have not gotten on to her.
Well, it's early days yet, so we
and I know she's going to be busy this evening right now.
Calling Ms. De Freitas
yeah. That phone. I don't envy any of the parties in this school discussion.
We're going to open up the lines. We want to get those of you in private schools as well. We got a message here. Someone says the caller that called concerning private schools, please send your number. The person who spoke about teachers in private schools not paying tax, the reason is their salary is less than $5,000, but they pay NIS and health surcharge. So I didn't even know.
For the person who trying to get the number, for the lady who called about the private schools earlier, send your contact information to 771-1791. 771-1791 via WhatsApp. That's our WhatsApp number. That's 771-1791. And let me just say good afternoon, good evening, going on to Triple J Glass Surprise. The grand opening is on Monday, coming up at Smithfield Trace, number 2 in Scarborough. They've got glass of all types and shape for aquariums, showcases, windows, doors, louvers, podiums, cake stands, replacing the broken windows. And of course, you know the little plexiglass that you need to separate yourself from your customers now in your business?
Yes, they have that as well.
Yes, right. So check out Triple J Glass Supplies in Scarborough, Smithfield Trace number 2. If you want to call them, call 721-5786. That's 721-5786 or email at triplej.glass@hotmail.com. Triple J Glass Supplies. Fixing glass is our job. And of course, I think they have a deal going on here. The first customer to buy a bath enclosure gets free installation. And the first 2 customers to purchase any item get a mirror free. That's on the 15th. I want to get a bath enclosure, but I want you to understand it's for my mother. And you'll have to come and install it in Trinidad.
All right. So let me just get some of the comments from those of you on the outside. Persons are saying, believe it or not, we're having these discussions and some parents already know they can't afford to send children to school come September. They're going to have to choose to send one or the other. That's the reality of what we're dealing with post-COVID-19.
Listen, this virus has sent the entire globe into a tailspin. I appreciate that. I really don't even have a solution I could offer other than...
You know what's scary for me? There are people right now, and we had to have a discussion on COVID-19. Remember, we have to coping with COVID-19.
Coping with COVID.
Specific topic for that, I know there are people who just sit down patiently waiting for the place to open back, for life to go back as normal, but I want to alert them this afternoon that life will not go back.
It will
to be
not
to be normal.
Be normal. It can't.
Do not sit and think, you know, the place go open back and it go be business as usual. It will not be business as usual. COVID-19 has changed the way that we're going to operate. And all who waiting for bars to open next week to go and drink out their money, I suggest you hold your hand. Because of COVID-19, the world is placed in a position where there is a possible economic decline, leading to a recession, leading to a crash. I don't know if you were paying attention to international news, but it's the first time in history Wall Street would have crashed during the months of March. The price of oil was below zero.
Below zero?
Trinidad and Tobago is an oil nation. We peg our GDP on oil and gas. A lot of businesses that open up now could only last for a couple months going down the road before they shut their doors forever. Do not. This is not the time to waste money. I know businesses that have shut
their doors currently.
This is not the time to waste money. If you're saying down waiting for the bar to open next week to drink away your troubles, I suggest you hold your hand. This Christmas will not be business as usual.
That is for sure.
We are in an election year. Governments will say anything to get into office, but after the election is over, we will have to tighten our belts. Brace yourself. Tighten from now. Don't say I ain't tell all you.
People who are sending me messages to ask about Carnival 2021, forgive me, but I don't see it as a priority right now to ask about.
That is a question on our agenda to ask
it will come up.
The minister. We will ask.
But we have to ask the right minister.
The right minister.
And at the right time.
And at the right time. Caller, you live?
Yeah, Aisha, good afternoon.
Hey, reporter.
Yeah, Mr. X.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm so happy to know that you are following the international.
I just only follow international.
Because I want to say this. I hear people in this country rating politicians about this COVID thing. What they didn't take out of the... When they bring a press release to the Caribbean, they didn't bring everything. Do you know because of the gas price being so low, most of the gas stations throughout the world was visited with a reduction in price?
Except Trinidad and Tobago.
Except Trinidad and Tobago. And you raise our gas here about 3-4 times. You understand? But I want the people to know it's a fact. The world will never, ever be the same. It could never be the same. You know what it is? You have to make sure and secure yourself without ignorant people out there boiling me on the mask. I ain't washing no hand and they this and that. If they feel they will plunge the world with me in it, they have to follow the guidelines. They must follow the guidelines.
Reporter, we have 20 seconds before the break. Call me directly after.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Good afternoon, my brother. All right, so we're going to come back directly after. These breaks are coming one after the next, yeah? So let's do it. We'll be back.
This is Street Sense. Positive, anecdotal, and relevant.
Street Sense is brought to you by B-Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected. Be positive. Be mobile.
Henry Ford said, improved productivity means less human sweat, not more. That was Street Sense. Pick sense from nonsense.
Street Sense is brought to you by B-Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected. Be positive. Be mobile.
Well, that B-Mobile sense thing hit me they hard, boy.
You listened it?
Yeah, it hit me hard. I have to believe things will get better. Thank you, B-Mobile. So our texter is saying, good evening, Aisha and Mr. X. What amazes me is how people rush to dismiss and ridicule any, if not all, the government has done or trying to do, but no one makes or gives a positive suggestion to forward movement of our country. Yvonne Gulson said, tell Trinidadians they are blessed. And Sean Roberts says Trinidad went to protest for foreign things like George Floyd, which the officer should face death penalty. But why are we protesting in Trinidad for George Floyd when we're not doing for our people who are killed and doing it for high food prices? The list goes on and on. Sharon Reggie says private schools continue to get wrong end of the stick, but we will continue to provide a higher quality of education to those who choose us over public schools. I hear you, Sharon. I'm a private school mom. So I chose you. Legacy Guy says, yet parents wanted their clients to attend a prestige school. Chups, the same prestige school came cap in hand to beg from the so-called low-life composite schools. Sigh, every year they would be coming begging for equipment. Yes, the Afro clients neglected the $3 billion education. While Paul is continue to battle that Legacy Guy, Paul is saying you will see something wrong doing in the PNM and the government, but your lips will be sealed. Everyone knows the reason why. All right, so Bernadette is saying that it's not a deterrent. Since my children start one school year, I know that they will go higher class, so I start to save towards that. It's never have to the last month. I hear you, Bernadette, but there are some families who can't save. And when I say they can't save, mean they don't have to save. They're one paycheck away from poverty. If not, they're done there. Some people will fighting for bag of food. So imagine come September when that booklet's watching you. I remember buying books for my son in secondary school last year, $2,500 one way, by $1,500 the other way, because now I have a Form 4 and a Form 2 in secondary school. And I didn't even start to count how much money I would have spent on the little one to go to school. And I didn't talk about uniform yet. I didn't talk about shoes. I didn't talk about bags. The reality of the situation is sending children to school is a money thing. And you have to have the money to do it. So again, I am urging some of you who sit down waiting for the next boat ride. It's okay to go once or twice to clear your head. I have no problem with that. But make up your mind that you have to put a proper system in place going forward. Else you're going to get hit hard by this thing. You're going to get hit hard.
Or the next thing.
And if we want to be honest and look at what is happening, Trinidad and Tobago has made no real growth. economically over the last few years, we've been running at deficit budgets for years. About 10 or 15 years, we've been going at deficit budgets, even when oil prices was high.
Because we still have to recover from loans we take.
I'm simply saying, I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just trying to make sense. We need to be careful going forward here. It's not going to be business as usual. That's just my little advice, just my little tip. Find ways to diversify. And if you do individually, make it be an essential business. Because when crunch time hit, people going to only spend on essential things like food. Go into planting, have a little garden, sell your produce. People will always buy food. But to go and invest in other things, clothes, shoes, it's not going to help you going down the road here.
You have to understand how to balance your life in general. Yes, recreation and entertainment be a part of it, but some of us make recreation and entertainment a lifestyle.
All them people, I just say, you know, your tribe costume sit down in a corner watching you now. They're watching you.
Oh, the slippers that you get from them you could put on.
Caller, you live.
Yes, Aisha.
Thank you for calling back, reporter. Thank you.
I feel as a people right now in Trinidad and Tobago, I don't know about nowhere else, but I know no foreign-minded person.
Yeah.
I feel like certain things people really bound to bring back on the market again. I would name one or two things I feel. That's my view. For instance, these little whole house and all these damn nasty places all over the country, they should not open back with none of them things. Some of them gaming place, those gambling places should be end of them things. You will play with, you will lotto is all, but there's such a massive gambling in the country. I find the politician and the authorities should find a way to diffuse this thing from the people's system, because right now, we're not missing it. So
you reporter, you saying that, and some people going day to day praying to win a mark.
Some people live on that.
I know there are people, reporter, I hear you, but from where you from, it have people wake up in the morning praying to win a mark to see their way.
Well, I would say this, now the mark that they are praying to win, they're going to be the player, but they're talking about the roulette board and the gaming.
Okay, fair enough.
Them gaming machine also, they tie up all night gambling and then
fair enough.
Making women turn themselves into prostitutes just for no reason for $1. I find they should find a way to stop this thing and try to create another employment for these same workers. Because remember that once you stop that will create unemployment in that aspect there. So you have to try to restructure this place in a way that certain things will really bound for again, especially those poor house with all these Venezuelan people and then running illicit activities all over. I ain't able with it. So politicians have to look in a direction that build back the place that every freedom is going to be having.
It had to be all hands on deck, though, eh?
All hands, that's correct. Good afternoon to that.
Thank you so much. Whoever gets into office after the next election, it must be bound to be all hands on deck, eh? Else we spinning top in mud.
That's what we've been saying too.
We spinning top in mud. Caller, you live.
Good evening, Mr. X and Aisha.
Good evening.
I find the government is the one, because this COVID was something natural. It wasn't happened by someone, right? But what I'm saying, the government should take up the slack in this. Give a 2-year break on books. It's either let the teachers and them, they do more the works on sheets and those things. Because remember, parents, they don't have money. So the government should take up the slack. You understand? Where we getting money to buy books? And our next suggestion is that, they should try to bring back some retired teachers to assist in school. I don't know if that is a good idea.
Sounds good. Sounds really good. It's something that we could definitely look at. Thank you for that suggestion. Caller, you live.
Aisha, me again.
Yes, Anderson.
I'm good evening to the chair again. Aisha, we was talking about COVID a little while ago. And the mask thing. The mask thing have all kind of, it's like certain medication and have side effects, eh? I'm going to show, and guys, if you ever listen, you only listen to me. Listen to the little boy from Beaton. Store owners. When Johnny come lately, you store young. Minister, you listen to. Whoever listen to what I gonna say. Now, at one more dog place, you will take off your mask. You have a camera system and you watch it then you enter. You see this mask thing, Aisha, right? Some people really can't do it. It's for your own health. is for your safety. It's something they should continue doing, but it will have certain effects. One of the effects will
we
be
are
robbery.
19 seconds, Anderson, before the next break.
One
But
of the effects will be robberies.
call me directly after.
Okay.
I really want to hear what's going on the beat. How are you coping with COVID? Yeah? So I want to talk to you after. Call me after the break. Let's do this.
Talk your talk.
But we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
This Saturday on Iwer Stage.